I would like to introduce our first presenter for his 5-minute flare. It is Rob Belliveau. Rob is a steering committee member and a longtime Fusion attendee. He is a training officer with the Halifax Regional Fire and Emergency Service. Halifax, Nova Scotia is one of my favorite cities on the planet. And so, Rob, if you are ready, you can take it away.
Thanks, Barry. And Halifax loves when you visit. Hope to have you back soon when all this is over. As Barry said, I'm presented at Fusion several times over the last few years, sit on the steering committee, and I'm really excited to be part of this 5-minute flare presentation where we're going to talk about skills and skill assessment. So a little bit about me. Barry already mentioned I'm a training officer with Halifax Fire. I've got 20 years of fire experience where I do program development. I'm also the super administrator for the D2L instance in Halifax, and I also do hands-on training. We've been with D2L since about 2015. We have lots of recruit programs and lots of skills that we assess on. The trouble with that is we also have a large geographical area, and that geographical area is about bit bigger than Delaware, same size as Prince Edward Island. So for face-to-face delivery and skills assessment, it can certainly be a challenge. When we talk about skills, we've got lots of skills in our programs face-to-face that we do. Our recruit programs have over 360 skill rotations that have to be assessed at any given time. We have shift training any given day. We have over 80 to 100 firefighters training in their stations, doing what they do. We also have places for advancement where they need to be assessed to move on in their career. And what does that do? That creates a lot of paperwork. And as a trainer, doing those assessments manually on paper has always been something where there comes lots of faults and lots of potentials for errors, and not to mention inclement weather that can really make a mess of that nice pen work that you did on the sheet. So we currently grade skills by going through a simple process of observing the skill taking place, going through that paperwork, assessing a grade. Then we're going to take that, we're going to record it, then we're going to report that record into a manual database, and all of which takes time, energy, and obviously lots of points of failure for missing documents and all those troubles that come with that. Our skill sheets, as you can see on the screen, have multiple check boxes with lots of areas for instructors to have to go through and visualize what the learner is doing and then check off the appropriate thing. And really where this gets complicated is many of our skills are timed. So if during the rush of the skill, they miss something, they have no way to go back. So with that grading problem we have, weather can always be an issue. Evaluator recall that I just mentioned of whether I did or didn't see something, the timing of skills, which makes things go very quickly, and greater error can happen, and then papers go missing. What happens when you lose that paper? Which moves us on to our current state, which is COVID. And COVID really has become a disruptor for many things in online learning, which is topics all around the world. But for us, it really sped up the change that we were looking to go digital sooner than later. And this presentation is an unintended benefit of the COVID-19 pandemic that we're in. So when we look at options to do assessments from paper, we look at the D2L and Brightspace interface and we say, okay, well, what can we do? How can we change this? And if you look on the screen, you know, I look at that screen every day and I said, you know, I see assessments, you know, assignments could maybe do it, maybe rubrics, but, you know, there has to be a better way. So we did some research, started implementing part of D2L system we always had, we just never implemented. And that's video assignments. And video assignments allow the instructor to preset up assignments in the video assignment tool that will allow for learners to actually take video of them doing their skills and submit it into the system. And as you'll see here on this slide, a little video of how easy it is. They just simply go into the assignment, they upload the video from their computer or their device, and it goes into the submission for the instructor to be able to see that it's been put in there. Very simple for the learner to do that. Here's an example of videotaping of a skill of a learner that's going to submit this in. As an instructor, I'm going to see this in my grading dashboard. I'm going to see the submission, and I can put notes right there. Good job. I can also reply with another video of maybe how the skill could have been done better from other examples that we would have. And as instructor, I get to see all this in real time, looking at how many learners have submitted their assignments, how many I've reviewed, how many need to be reviewed, and what's next. How do I get this assessment done and off my plate? What learners do I need to target, and what do I need to tidy up in my grades? Benefits of this tool are really the ability to re-review skills. You can't go back on a one-off skill. With video, you can. The tool also allows for multiple graders, gives you historical record of the skill being done, more accurate assessment, and really more fair for the learners in the long run to be able to be assessed equally.